Week 1 of the college football season has just kicked off, and we already went through week 0 where we had Florida State being upset by Georgia Tech. And week 1, I'm hoping that we can get us another good upset because we do have some good teams playing, but we do have I guess you could say, tune-up games before the season actually really kicks off. So a lot of teams are playing teams that they actually should blow out. So we're going to check out a couple of those games real quick, and we're just going to see what happened. And first up on the board today is Florida and the University of Miami. Now, everybody was hyped about this game because we've been trying to see if the U is going to actually be back or if it's just another year of them just being a slouch. And Florida, well, ever since Kyle Trask and them left, Florida has just absolutely been ass. I mean, there's no other way to put it. They've just been a lackluster team. But the transfer portal's been going on. Miami got their quarterback Cam Ward in from Washington State. Florida, they still got the same quarterback, Graham Mertz. I don't like him, but the game went on or whatever. And one thing I can say about Miami in this game, they did play very, very, very well, especially defensively. Cam Ward, hell of a thrower, very, very, very good athlete. But one thing I did not like about Cam Ward, and that's the fact of how he throws the ball. He literally would throw that ball no matter which way he's going. He'll throw it back across the field. It's going to get them in a lot of trouble when they play better talent. But other than that, let's see. He put up, I think, more than 350 passing yards. I think a total of 3 touchdowns and had 1 interception. Like I said, the defense was good. They played very, very well. But I had to ask myself, was Miami really that good or was Florida really that bad? Because Billy Napier finna get his ass fired. I don't know if it's today. I don't know if it's next week. But Billy Napier will no longer be the head coach of the Florida Gators. Graham Mertz had a total of 91 yards through 3 damn quarters. 91 yards. 3 damn quarters. The defense just pathetic. Just pathetic. They can't tackle, they can't cover, they can't do anything. I don't even know why they came to the game, to be honest with you. They're just pathetic. They gave up more points than they ever did in the history of the Florida Gators. Y'all out here getting your asses whipped Kunta Kinte style. Y'all are just pathetic. Florida they just need to get rid of the team. They done replaced Vandy in the SEC as the worst team. Vandy is out here even winning games. I mean, the Florida Gators can't seem to do anything. So we swapping them with Vandy. Hell, Vandy beat Virginia Tech yesterday, and everybody thought that Virginia Tech was supposed to actually be competing for the conference and the ACC this year. Shit, they thought the same thing about Florida State too. Oh, and Clemson as well, but we'll get to that later on. They did put in their DJ, I think it's DJ Lagway. He did pretty well. I mean, ended up getting the interception. It was some unlucky things that happened, but he did get a drive down there for them to get a touchdown. But it was too damn late for you to even worry about putting him in because he was not going to make a difference when he got in that game. But when you look at the schedule that Miami has the easiest schedule to me, I feel, as out of anybody in that conference. It's a cakewalk through. Like I said, FSU is down, Clemson is down. Who else is there in the ACC? Who? There's nobody else in the ACC to even compete with them. Even though Florida do have the toughest schedule in all of college football. And if they just got their ass whipped like that against Miami, when you look at their schedule and you see the teams that they got to play, there are no bright days ahead for the Florida Gators. Y'all will be a very, very, very mad fan base this year, because y'all gonna get y'all ass whipped plenty Saturdays. But next game we're gonna go ahead to is Clemson and Georgia. We all know that this game is gonna be hyped up. Both teams are very, very good. We know Georgia has that good defense. They did lose a lot of players to the NFL, even on the offensive side with Ladd McConkey and Brock Bowers. But they still returned Carson Beck, which they look at him as being a good quarterback. I look at him as being a good game manager. You know what I'm saying? He does exactly what he needs to do. You're not going to get too much extra. But Dabo, your days in Clemson are officially numbered. They about to fire your ass too. Y'all got y'all ass whipped 34-3. Y'all asses ain't been the same since Trevor Lawrence left. Klubnik, yeah, he ain't gonna get it. He ain't gonna get it. Napoleon Dynamite he ain't gonna get it, my man. Klubnik threw for under 150 yards and also had an interception. The man just ain't got it. I don't know what else to say about Klubnik. He just ain't got it. And Dabo, I don't know if they don't have anybody to back him up or what, but they need to switch and get a different quarterback in there ASAP. But it won't even matter because, like I said, Dabo, your ass is out the door soon. Georgia defense, of course, they did what they did. Frazier ran for, what was it? I think it was 83 yards and a touchdown on 11 carries. Beck, he threw for, I think, like 278 yards, 2 TDs. But it was a complete ass whooping. I can't even, there ain't no better way to put that. There ain't no other way to put that, shall I say. They got their asses whipped. 34-3. What the hell is going on with the ACC? What the hell is going on with Clemson? Why the hell can't Dabo get that team together? Because they are garbage. Garbage. Complete garbage. Moving on. Alabama versus Western Kentucky. Of course, I had to put this game in there. I'm an Alabama fan myself. Roll Tide. And we don't give a damn about nothing but the Tide. You know what I'm talking about? But this was KD's first game as the head coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Of course, you know the GOAT Nick Saban is no longer there. He's on College Game Day and still employed at Alabama, but we ain't gonna talk about that. But we wanted to see how this Kalen DeBoer offense would look here at Alabama. We saw how he did in Washington, and we just wanted to see, since with Alabama you have better athletes, way better talent here, and we just want to see what can you do with Alabama with the talent that you have. And it was a thrashing, shall I say, 63-0. I mean, it is Western Kentucky. Miro was 7 of 9, 200 yards, 3 touchdowns. Justin Haynes had 4 carries for 102 yards. He had him a touchdown. And the 17-year-old freshman, Mr. Hollywood himself, Ryan Williams, man, had 2 catches, 139 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Both catches, both touchdowns. The boy gonna be something special. The defense, active, flying around, making tackles. They do need to wrap up because I seen too many of that them trying to throw your damn shoulder into them, and players are getting extra yardage because y'all can't make the damn tackle. Keon Saab, 2 interceptions. Could have had more, but those 2 interceptions, he's a ball hawk. He remind me of Eddie Jackson. He's watching. He's looking for that interception. I really like how he pays attention, and he got good hands. Good hands for a DB. The offensive line is still unstable. We did have some over the head snaps and bad snaps. We did have a lot of penalties this game. The defensive line needs to get to the passer better. We played a hell of a lot of players. The freshmen that we have on defense and offense, I'm very impressed with. A lot of them came out, especially on the defensive side. Mbakwe and them, they played very well. to be true freshmen. Again, this is Western Kentucky, but I like the fact that of the rotation that we have on offense and defense. Everybody plays. Literally everybody plays. And I like that. So with the depth is very, very nice, and we're going to have a lot of experience as we go on through the year. But I'm not impressed with our team as a whole. Jalen Milroe, yes, he is going through his progressions. I can see that, and that's very good. He's making very good passes, very good touches on the ball. All the quarterbacks played, all the running backs played. I think all the damn wide receivers and tight ends, everybody played. Touchdowns thrown from Milroe and backups. But we got a lot of improving to do. But overall, not a bad game. Nice rotation. Hopefully it keeps going. Next up, we had the Notre Dame and Texas A&M game. To sum up this game, it was fucking boring. It was fucking boring. And Texas A&M, lack of offense. They just couldn't put no damn points on the board. Wigman, he was 12 of 30 for 100 yards, 2 interceptions. Moss was 20 carries and he had 70 yards. They just couldn't put points on the board. Riley Leonard threw for just over 150 yards. Love carried, I think it was 14 times for 91 yards, and he had him a touchdown. Game was just boring. Wasn't very entertaining. I think it was like 6-6 at halftime with the game. But at the end of the game, it was 23-13 Notre Dame. Notre Dame defense is pretty good. And unlike last year, they actually pushed the ball down the field. Marcus Freeman, good job. Hopefully, y'all continue to get better, and we'll see how y'all season progress. Oregon struggled against Idaho, but won the game 24-14. I don't understand. With all the talent that was bought on the roster, they are fucking loaded. But it is the first game, and everybody got to get the jitters out. I'm pretty sure y'all didn't pay Dylan Gabriel all that goddamn money to come up here and struggle with Idaho. So y'all need to get that shit together. But it was a lot of blowouts all over the board. Penn State 34-12 over West Virginia. Tennessee 69-3 over Chattanooga. Texas beat the shit out of their I forgot the damn team they played, but it was 52. I think it was Temple. 52-0. Ole Miss and Lane Kiffin. 76-0 over Furman, which was just diabolical. Kiffin, that is fucking unacceptable. We can't have you beating up on people like this. But what I will say is this. I do like Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss this year. Their schedule is really in their favor. They don't play Alabama and them this year. But Lane Kiffin did go on the defensive side and get some very good pieces, offensive well. But Lane Kiffin is doing something over there in Ole Miss, and hopefully they continue to let him be able to use the NIL money, because he's going to need it to bring in people to Ole Miss. Michigan, they struggled against Fresno State before ending the game 30-10. Ohio State was like 52-6 over Akron. Struggled at the beginning, but ended up picking it up. Jeremiah Smith is a very, 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 very good wide receiver. But overall, that was the sum up week 1 of this college football season. I know we're all excited that college football is back in action. Saturdays are no longer boring. We got something to look forward to. Week 2 coming up. Got some good games. Today we got LSU and USC tonight. That game is probably going to be a lot of fucking points scored, because nobody plays defense at either of those institutions. So if you're a gambling man, you might want to take the over. The winner of that game, USC, LSU, it's going to be a tough one, but whoever defense is the worst, I guess you could say, is going to lose that game, because both defenses are fucking pathetic. So whoever can get some stops, whichever defense can get at least 3 to 4 stops in this game is going to end up being the winner. I'm biased because I'm in the SEC, so I would say LSU, but I'm also an Alabama fan, so damn LSU. But thanks for tuning in, man. Make sure you hit that like, sub, and please drop a comment and let me know. Let me know who your best team is, because you know me, I'm rocking with the Tide all day, every day, and 2 times on Saturday. Did you enjoy your college football week?